morning. We've been in response mode. We've set up incident command. I have my staff on site as well as out in the system. We are working diligently and safely to isolate this break. It's a 30-inch line. There's a lot of flow that goes through that, so it's taking us some time. We have managed to reduce the leak by about half, and we've had reported that there's certain locations in Paterson that have seen an increase in pressures. So when we fully isolate the leak, we anticipate pressures to be restored in a large part of the city. Out of an overabundance of caution, we have issued a boil water alert for the city. I hope to remove that as soon as we can, and we've reported this to New Jersey DEP as well. So that's where we are. Once we do isolate the break, our next step will be to excavate. It is a difficult location right next to Hinchcliffe. It's on the side of a hill. It's about 10 to 15 feet deep in a wooded area. So we have our emergency contractor, J.F. Kramer, is on site. They're mobilized. As soon as we can isolate it, they will excavate and begin to assess the severity and extent of the leak and effectuate repairs. We anticipate that to take at least a day, and it may go beyond that once we actually isolate the line and see what we're up against. That's where we are now. I don't know, Mr. Mayor, if there's more you wanted to say.
We can take questions immediately after.
Do you want to? Yeah.
Thank you.
Conclude?
Thanks, Jim. Okay, yes. At this time, I'd like to hear from our Office of Emergency Management Coordinator, Troy Ayers. And thanks, Pat Paddle, for joining us.
Good morning, everybody. So at the present moment, we are getting together with all our partners, police, fire, DPW, City Council. We will start at 12:30 at 1-27 Jasper Street to give out water. I want to be very clear. Every apartment in the Hillcrest and Northside area will get 2 cases of water per apartment. I'm sorry to say, if you come from the 3rd or 4th ward, you will not get water because you're not affected right now. Your water pressure is back. As of 5 minutes ago, those leaks are fixed. The whole entire city is under a boil water advisory under emergency precautions. If you have any problems, any issues, you have questions, feel free to call my office. We're still staffed. We'll be fully staffed today and this evening, 973-321-1410. All of your tax money is working right now to make sure we're good, and we're going to keep it that way. Thank you.
Thank you, Coordinator Ayers. We also would like to hear from our Fire Department Deputy Chief McCombs, please. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
The fire services with the hydrants in the area have been affected by the water leak. We have been working with our county agencies to bring in water tankers, so you might see a different type of fire engine going through the city. That is just merely a precaution. If there's a major incident, we need to make sure that we still have water. These vehicles will have the ability to carry thousands of gallons of water to an incident if needed. Other than that, no other fire services have been affected. Emergencies you feel, just make sure you dial 911, and we'll get somebody out to you to assist as soon as we can. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Also, a robocall has been issued, and through social media, we've been informing our residents. I want to thank the council leadership team of our council president, Dr. Lalisa Mims, and our vice president, Maritza David, who have been in constant communication with me for several hours, helping to inform residents relative to the severity of the situation. So at this time, I'd like to ask our council president for an update. Council President Mims.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. I am joined by our Council Vice President, Maritza Davila, Councilman of our 3rd Ward, Alex Mendez, if you'll just join me, to speak on behalf of the Council. So I just want to commend the Mayor, Passaic Valley Water Commission, OEM, Fire, DPW, and everybody that's involved. When this first happened, they were on it immediately. We know that it's an inconvenience for our residents, but we are working diligently to ensure that you are up and running and safe. Your safety is our priority. We want to make sure that we get it done right. We may not know how it started, but we know how it's going to get finished. It's going to get finished immediately, efficiently, and effectively. Thank you so much. God bless you, and God bless the great city of Paterson.
Thank you, Council President. So in times of crisis, whether it's the pandemic or a massive water break situation like this one, Paterson has a way of rising to the occasion. Why? Because we collaborate with multiple entities to ensure that our residents are safe. And this is no different. So again, Passaic Valley Water Commission, thank you for responding in rapid fashion, along with our OEM coordinator, Troy Ayers, our fire department, police department, and public works department.
Yes.
Want to remind all residents that at 12:30, water will be distributed to residents from the north side and the Hillcrest here at Hinchliff Stadium. Jay Dow.
Mayor, can you just talk about the issue of aging infrastructure
Yes.
here in the
Thank you for raising that
city?
topic. Thank you, Jay. That's a very salient point that you raised. Yes, the city is very old, and as a result, we do have pipes that are essentially hundreds of years old, in fact, dating back to the 1800s. But there is a plan in place to address these aging lines. In fact, to elaborate a little further, I'll call back our Executive Director, Jim Muller, to expound on what could be done to address some of these age-old pipes. Jim Muller.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you. It is a great question. So we have initiated in the last 2 years a comprehensive assessment of our water main and transmission mains that run not only through Paterson but through Clifton, Passaic, Prospect Park, Lodi, and North Arlington, our retail areas. And we have a plan in place and an approved budget to begin to invest in modernizing that system and replacing those pipes. One of the locations that's actually in design right now is right here. These pipes that are experiencing this break, we do have a plan to replace them, modernize them, realign them, kind of move it away from the stadium as well. That, like the mayor said, they're from the 1880s. They've been here a long time, and we need to get in there and do that. It is millions of dollars, so we're going to phase this in a way that doesn't overburden ratepayers. We try to do it responsibly, but to try to also address the highest areas of need. So that's this is one of our key projects that I hope to bid out next year. Like I said, it's in design. We're at about 30% design, and we'll progress through the balance of this year, do the coordination we need, and bid that out next year.
Jim, how many people in Paterson and North Haledon and Prospect Park are affected total?
So
With the boil advisory and also the low water pressure, no water pressure.
So the boil water advisory is just for Paterson, just to restate, and it's about 160,000, right?
Yes.
People in Paterson that would be impacted by that. As Coordinator Ayers mentioned, we do have pressure in large areas. You know, we can provide water. It's just out of an overabundance of caution, they should boil for 1 minute before using it for cooking or brushing your teeth or something like that. And we're going to try to come out of that as soon as possible. 160,000 people in Paterson are impacted by the boil water. In terms of North Haledon and Prospect Park, they have experienced low pressure. We have gotten some complaints, but it hasn't been drastic enough to declare a boil water. And again, as we isolate this leak, we do anticipate those pressures to be restored to a large part of the area, including Paterson.
Mr. Muller, quick question. Can you talk about, at the very beginning of this, what was the most number of people that were without water service or had low pressure? Then what are those numbers now?
So I don't have those exact numbers for you. We can try to get that.
Ballpark?
I can't give you the ballpark right now. It was quite a few neighborhoods. As they mentioned, Hillcrest and Northside were two areas that were absolutely impacted. We did get some complaints on areas beyond that, but I don't want to give you a number. I can get that for you. I don't want to give you a number off the top of my head. But those are definitely two. Hi, Pat.
Hi there, how are you, sir?
Good.
With the size of this main, is it 30 inches diameter?
Yes, 30-inch
Is
diameter.
it potentially undermining any other structures in this vicinity?
At this point, no. We don't have any indication that any structural issues are with the retaining wall by Hinchcliffe Stadium.
Right.
We don't have any indication of that. We are directing the water away, and it is going to the Passaic River right now. Oh, okay.
Yes.
And we have contacted New Jersey DEP as well in terms of the impact and the break. So we've made our notifications, but we have no indication right now that any other structures are being impacted. Yeah.
And to your question, Pat, thank you. Very valid. I've canceled all of the summer camps in this area, and tonight's New Jersey Jackals game has been canceled here at Hinchliff Stadium as a result. Darla Miles.
Hello.
Hi, Darla.
Just want to be clear about where service stands.
We have been listening to officials in Paterson, New Jersey. A boil advisory is now in effect for a large area due to a 30-inch water main break. Residents
you
are
have the
advised to
Hillcrest
boil
section
water
and the north
for at
side
least
section,
1
not too
minute
far from
before
here,
using,
clearly,
and
because
we'll
this is
continue to
where it
follow this
occurred.
story.
Now, your first alert weather forecast.
You are giving us a perfect weekend.
Yeah. I mean, today's a perfect day. Tomorrow's great. It's a little hot on Sunday.
Okay.
But you know what?
Some people love it.
Yeah, pool parties. It's going to be great. And dew points are still very nice. So you earned it. It was a tough week. And now we've got this. Gorgeous out there right now. And